What's up guys, Joshua Gaming here, and today we are back with the final part of the Tron bike tutorial vid. Today we'll be covering everything in this vid. This may also be the longest video. We have to kind of do something right here with this little center panel, because this is what we're going to be working on today, and some more parts of the Tron bike. Now, for the sakes of how long this video might be, I may be cutting it down to a part 4 where we will do the final steps of the Tron bike. Alright, so right from where we left off in last video, we had got the front tire covered and a little bit of the body built up and covered down. That was a longer video than I expected. I actually expected that to go by a lot quicker, but let's get right into it very quickly because I don't want this video to be just as long as yesterday's video. And these parts that are here should be nearly as wide as the Tron bike itself. We didn't do anything to really scale its width. In today's video, we will. So first step, we're going to get right into it. We are going to put the scale on. Just doing a test here, don't really do this. You're going to put the scale on 0.1. 0.1. And you're going to, so you see, lag, okay. Yeah, I can't even do anything. I might even have to... Oh my... I can't even see the people in the server. Okay, so we're going to scale these in 0.1 on each side. And when I mean scale inward, like you're basically just doing like this. 1, 1. Like you're just scaling that part in. You're squishing it. You're making the part smaller or skinnier, if you would like to say that. So now that we've done this, the next step we're going to do is we're going to make a rotation. Well, actually this here, because this is actually way too low. We're going to go scale 0.2, 0.2, scale up 1 with each piece. Now this is just a test, so don't copy what I'm doing. I'm just trying to make sure this doesn't go too low. Alright, that's perfect. That's actually very good. Okay, so... yeah, moving it up 0.2, this would make it a little bit taller in the bottom. Yes, this is... never mind, not the middle section. There's something special we have to do there. Make sure match rotation's on, by the way. And you're going to want to rotate this block here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like so on both sides. Not on our side, you're only going to rotate it once because obviously it's the different side and they rotate the same way. So you should almost get like this very wide V shape. And you're going to scale them in 1, 2, using 0.2. And maybe it's just me, but still. Okay, and you're going to scale this up. Okay. Okay, there we go. Yo, chill. Okay, it may not have been him right there, but still. Alright. So the blocks should already be kind of scaled into this, like so. Oh yeah, for the next step, we're going to scale these down. Oh yeah, guys, be mindful. There's going to probably be a lot of cuts in this video because I'm lagging. Like, my lag is at its worst today. I can hardly scale any pieces. And make sure when you're scaling this out, you go 1, 2, 3. So you're scaling each side out by 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yes, sub. Please. Please. I mean, you don't have to, but I mean, it's up to you. And I appreciate everyone who does sub and watch my videos. Thank you very much. Oh, for the next step, we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4. We're gonna scale both sides in 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh, kind of scale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes it'll double scale, but as long as it's scaled out 4, you should be good. Shoot. There we go. Okay, for the next step, we are going to scale these in. Oh, yeah, let me show you. So we're gonna go like this. 1, 2. So you're going to flatten it all the way out like that. And then you're going to go still having, make sure you still have scale 0.2 on. 1, 2. And if you had 0.1, if you had 0.1 on and you did like this, just do like this. Scale it out 1 using 0.1 and then 1, 2. So basically you just got it back to the same scale it was at. For this next step, we're going to take this center piece and we're going to 1, 2, 3. Okay. Only two. So 1, 2, just like that. So 1, 2. So it goes like that instead. I realize it doesn't have to go in all the way like that. So we're going to select these pieces and turn transparency off. Just like that. I almost accidentally deleted them, and you're going to paint them. Now that I look at this, actually, scale them in 1. So make them skinnier like this. Just push them in 1. Because I don't think it's going to work right if I was doing it the way I was going to do it. Next step, 1, 2, 3, 4? I don't... So, first you want to go 1, 2. So just do that, 1, 2. Then you're going to scale these in. Alright, I am lagging again. Dang, the glass isn't even... Bro, it didn't even say I placed the block. The lag is that bad? Come on. What's going on? Alright, so we're back at where we were. Lag's gone. Scale that in 1. Or scale it towards this like already rotated block 1 and scale it. What the heck? Okay, then you're gonna scale this up until it's like that. So when you look at it, there's like, you see how there's this little gap right here? It kind of goes up a little bit more. On this side, it goes up. So you're going to scale all the way up, scale it back down 1, and there. That's how you basically get to this point. Next step, you're going to scale this all the way down. All the way down. Scale it all the way down. And yeah, just scale it all the way down. Don't mess with anything. Don't try and scale it up 1 or scale it back any times. Just scale it all the way down like this. You should start to see what I'm getting at here. It's a lot more rounder than the old Tron bike. And then you're going to, for the last step, scale it up 2 again. So, let me show you. On this side, it's better. 1, 2, just like that. There you go. Then, repeat the same process. Down. I think I got this side wrong because this piece shouldn't be scaling like that. Yeah, I messed up on that side. This side's perfect. I deleted this. I could have sworn I did. Delete it. Alright, dang. Alright, now. Alright, first step, you're going to go 1, down 1. You're going to scale it back until it reaches the block, like so, like you did last time. And you're going to scale that back 1. So, same for this side. Scale back 1, scale down 1. And push it like that. There you go. Now we've gotten to a point to where it looks like this. For this step, you're going to scale this all the way down until it's like right here, right under this little piece here, and you're gonna scale it back until there's this tiny little gap right here. So it's like kind of not glitching through there, but you want this tiny little triangle gap. So let me demonstrate it on this side. Scale it down like this until it's like that on this side. What? Oh, it kind of messed up on this side. Hold on. Let me fix it. It's a pretty easy fix. Okay, so now that it's like this, you should it should perfectly align up like that. That means you scaled it too much inward, and you shouldn't have scaled it inwards any time. So go like this until you get this little space like that, and then you're gonna scale it in until there's no like glass poking through the inside of the wheel. That's basically where the little triangle type looking space comes in. And then, as usual, put the transparency on 0 on everything and paint the bike parts. This is what we should have. Now, this underside looks a bit strange, so we're going to go to 0.05 and scale it down 1. Just like that. And then we're going to take these two ends and we're going to go to 0.1 and scale them both in. So scale that down 0.5 and scale those two in using 0.1. And for here, we're going to 0.1 and scale, no, 0.05, not 6, 0.05. You're going to scale that down 1 as well. And I said we weren't going to be using any too much of a tiny scale usually, and I'll try not to. Oh yeah, and this small block here, you're going to scale that in as well. Like this smaller one, I'm going to scale that in too. So you get something kind of like this. And there you go. You should have this proportion of the Tron bike done. Now let's get the top half entirely. For the top half, we're going to rotate it 1 on each side. Well, on one side you would do 5, of course, because it's rotating in the same direction. You're going to switch over to 0.2, and you're going to scale these both in and down like that. And you're going to scale them in until you get a little gap right here. Like this little space here. This little space right here. So you're going to scale this in until you see the space and scale up. And as usual, you're going to scale these to the same length as this, kind of like the same length as this is, like that. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Same on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you can actually go one more in. So yeah, push this in one more. For the next step, we're going to push this back one more. And we're going to rotate these 1, 2, 3, 4 on that side and 1, 2 on this side. So 1, 2. Should get the V shape right there like so. And then you're going to push this up 1 and down like that. So yeah, basically what I'm going to push this, it technically, I don't know what to consider this, so back 1 into this block, and then you're going to scale it down until you get something like that. Scale that up, flat, or scale it flat, I meant, not up, I keep saying up. Then you're going to do the same thing here. So you're going to do 0.2, so you're going to scale this out 1, and then make this the same lengths here. And you should get this, like, kind of like, I don't know, Lambo emblem looking shape. I don't even know what to call this. But yeah, you should get almost a kind of shape like this. There. This is what your Tron bike should look like so far. And for the next step, we're going to get onto the this little front bit here. So for this next step, we're going to rotate this 1, 2, 3. And rotate it 3, you're gonna scale it in 1. So let me demonstrate it again. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it didn't work. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Down 1. And then you're gonna scale it down. Actually, and then you're gonna push it back 1, maybe, I don't know. Back 1. Then you're gonna change. Yeah, we're gonna change the scale. We're gonna go ahead and change the scale and make it skinny like this. So like kind of even like that. So it should be like a 2 by a block. Its length. Then we're going to go to 0.1. And we're going to scale it like this. So we're going to scale this piece down like that. We're going to scale that piece down. And after you scale that down, we can place a block. Like you see, there's this kind of little space right here. This little side space. You're going to try and place the block right on side and run to. You're going to rotate it too. You're going to try and rotate it just like that. And we're placing that on side of this block, by the way. So place it on side of this block. Rotate it 6 and then rotate it 2. The only reason why I say rotate it 6 because if you try and rotate it sideways, it won't. You have to rotate it 6 and then try and rotate it to get it to go the other way. So push these in and pause the video if you ever need to. And you're going to scale these down like so. For the next step, we're going to scale these. So we're going to scale them up, make them flat like that, and we're going to scale them all the way back until you kind of get to here, and then you're going to push it in one more. And there's going to be like kind of this weird triangle-like shape going on here. So I can actually estimate the length of it all for you guys. It's going to be just you can flatten it all the way and go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, just like that. And there you go. We got that part of the Tron bike. Got a sponsor card going around. Now let's do the same for the rear. Let's do the same for the rear. Oh yeah, also, if you can, this little block in here, like this one, this little like it's basically the same thing. It's this block that was on this side, but on this side. If you can, grab it from in there and scale it out. Or scale it that way, if you didn't notice it. If you want to, you can add a little neon strip in there if you want. Now, for the next step of the Tron bike, this is actually coming out way greater than I thought. It's not as, like, bad as I thought it was going to look. Now, never mind. That's actually kind of a spoiler. I'm not going to say that yet. But we have some secret projects on the channel. So, you're going to rotate this 1 and 5 on this side because, yeah, the sides are different. So, you should get this, like, very tall V shape in the center of this. Like, if you look at it like this. And you're going to scale them in 1 and down until you get kind of this little flat surface here, and scale them up 1, 2. Scale these forward into this block here like that. Then you're going to scale them back. So you're going to go 1, 2 if you scale them all the way flat like that, and do the same for the back half. So actually we're doing the center instead. Next step, we're going to rotate these 2. So 2 like that, and it'll be 4 on this side because it's the opposite side. Then we're gonna scale these up 1, scale them to where it's even like that. And scale these also into the other parts, which this should be scaled it flat, scale it out 1 more. So just like that. And I'm trying to make these tutorials as simple as I can, so if you struggle on any of them, at least I try to kind of guide you through it. I'm trying my best. I don't generally do tutorials, so it's kind of a first for me. But here we are. Now, you see how there's kind of this strange little gap here. If you want to fix that, we can switch over to scale 0.1, scale all these back 0.1, like this. So these are these main pieces that we just added. You can take this and scale it into that one. Take these pieces and scale them into this, same as this piece here. So it's these 3 little pieces. This one, and this one. And just scale them into there using 0.1. And that fixes that problem. Now, probably the hardest part of this tutorial is going to be like that little arc piece that goes over the back of the Tron bike. But let's get on to the back half, which is essentially the same as the front. Same rotations and everything. So if you want to, you can rewind the video and go back to see to do the same thing on the back. So basically the front is going to be just like the back, or the back is going to be just like the front. You're doing all of the same rotations all over again. So we started here. 1, okay, once you get to this part, we have finally made it back. And once you get to about here, once you've finished up, once you've kind of rewinded and gotten back to the point to where, or if you were able to at least keep up to what I was doing, once you've gotten to this point here, we are going to start on this kind of like little arc piece, because the center piece here is going to be kind of custom, so that may be in the next video, because there will be 5 parts for the vid. But yeah, this is what we've gotten so far. Let's get on to the next part of this tutorial. So let's restart that. Yeah, 1. You're going to rotate this once. You're going to take this, rotate it once, push it back 2 into this block, and scale it down 1. And scale it down until you get almost this like triangle piece here. And let's say the tail's right here. You're gonna go 1. So yeah, this is the center of this like middle block here. Now it covers it. Make sure it covers it, and then we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Next step, we're going to flatten it out like that. And we're gonna scale these inward like this. Just gonna scale them inward so they look like that. Then push this all the way back like this. You should still be able to see it. It shouldn't go in the wheel too much. So let's just say you did like that and you can't see it anymore. Make sure you push it out 1 more and then scale it up forward so you can see it. Then we're gonna go 1, 2. So yeah, you're gonna scale it out like this, make it 2. You're gonna skip over to scale 0.8 once you've gotten like this cube right here, and you're gonna scale it out 1. Then you're gonna go 0.2 again and scale it out 1 more. Now we're gonna rotate. We're gonna go 1 rotation like this, and we're gonna keep it at that. And keep it like this. You're going to keep it like this. Now, for the next step, we're going to do the rotations. So we're going to go here, and we're going to rotate the block 4. And on the other side, it would be 2 because it's the opposite. So we're going to do like this. Scale these into each other and scale them down until they're even with the other piece. Just like that. And you can also scale them back 1. And flatten them out. Next step, you can 1, 2, scale them until you can scale them out 1, 2. So do the same on this side. 1, 2. There we go. And do the same with this rotation here as well. So basically, just copy what you did on the first one to the second piece. Not saying this will be tricky for you, but for some people, this might be a little tricky to understand. So as you can see, there are these like little small gaps here that you can't really fill in. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna actually round this off. And your Tron bike should look like this, by the way. And you can actually kind of push the tail into this one more. And we're gonna actually do a little something special back here with the tail, by the way. So once you get to this point, you should have your Tron bike and it should look like this. Now for the next step is going to be kind of rounding this off. We're going to rotate this piece 1, 2. So place it on top like this. Rotate it until you can rotate it like this. So until you can get it to rotate like this, you're good. Just make sure it's flat. You're going to go 1, 2. This side, it was also 2 because I rotated it correctly. You're going to push them down. Can I select the block, dude? All right, so we're just going to work on this one. We're going to scale it like, so it was once a block. We're just going to scale it until you get to a point like this, where there's kind of like weird little like, kind of, I don't even know what to call that, but scale it until you get something like this. So it's going to be it's going to be 2 blocks, or yeah, 2 wide and 1, 2, 3 in length like that. So do the same for this block. Do the same for this side. So scale it in 1, scale it all the way down, and go like this. I know it's a bit hard to understand. It was kind of hard for me to understand. If you want to keep it like this, you can keep it like this. But if you want to take, because this does look pretty cool.
I'm not even gonna lie, this looks pretty cool. Then we're
going to take this center piece. If you wanted to, push it out 1. And you should get something like this. Either way works fine. Nothing really happens whether you have it like this or not. I just like it like that better. And then you're going to paint everything the color that you wanted it to be. So just like that. And as usual, guys, remember to save from time to time. Now we're going to work on the tail. So what we're going to do right here, we're going to place the block on the tail, on the front of the tail. Make sure you're clicking it to where it kind of, it's not in the middle, but like in front of the tail. And we're going to rotate it 5 times. So the tail kind of goes like this. I'm going to push it in 1, just like so. Scale it down until it gets to like this point. So like it'll be aligned, it'll be at the same height with this. Push it down 1 more and it should be like that. And you don't even have to really worrying about anything on the inside. You're going to take this and put the scale or the color at 0. So you should get kind of like this little fluctuant tail. Kind of, it kind of just fades into the that section of the Tron bike. And we should have something that looks almost like this. Now, I know some of you are probably saying, this looks a little bit strange, or the older Tron bike does look better. But in my opinion, the older Tron bike does look better. This one, in my opinion, is just cleaner than the older Tron bike. It's more kind of like newer. See, this was the old Tron bike, as you can see. This was the older Tron bike. But yeah. Let's get into continuing the Tron bike. The newer Tron bike. Because we still have some more things to add to finish this up. So the next step, we're going to go here and we're going to rotate this out 1. So we're going to go here and rotate it 5. So it goes out 1 like that. And then on that side, it'd be 1 because I rotated it a certain way. But we're going to go like this. Scale them down 1 like this. And then scale them flat. Once you get to this point, scale this piece into it like so. So it kind of like fades in with the body like that. So let me represent it with this side. 1, 2, 3. You're going to scale it in 3. Lift it up 1 so it's not on the neon. And you're going to kind of fill this like that. Then we're going to paint these. So it kind of has this kind of like this type of shape. Like that, you could say. Doesn't work as planned. That didn't work as planned. Okay, maybe I need to try something else to get this to work right. We may have to split this up into a final part, but yeah, because the video is just gonna get longer and longer at this point. So yeah, I think that's all for today's vid. Remember, guys, it's time. Make sure to save. But yeah, I think that's all for today's vid. I've been lagging very badly, and yeah, this is the progress we've gotten. Barely gotten any. I actually hope to get more for you guys. But the next video will really be the final video for the Tron bike. That's when we'll kind of polish things up and finish. But yeah, that was all for today's video. Make sure to like and subscribe, as always, and have a great day. Peace out.